Hi everyone. Are the Tassie Devils about to pull off their finest win of the season away from home? Or are the Devils walking into an ambush in Melbourne's western suburbs? If we win, we could take top spot on the ladder. If we lose, we could tumble down the ladder. I think this game is going to be pivotal to our season. It could actually set the season up. But before we break the game down, do we win? Tell me what you think. Yes or no? So welcome back to Devils Chat and everything Tassie Devils. Today is our match preview of Tassie Devils versus Werribee Tigers. The match is on Saturday afternoon at Avalon Airport Oval in Werribee at 1:05 p.m. I'll actually be travelling over to the game in Melbourne and I'm really looking forward to that. If any of you are travelling or are living in Melbourne and are going to the game, let me know in the comments and I'm happy to catch up with you while we're over there. So let's talk about the game. It's only our second away game this year. Werribee are 11th on the ladder and the Devils are 3rd. Werribee have played 6 games and they've had 3 wins and 3 losses. And they've only beaten one team above them on the ladder so far. We're above them, so we should win, right? If only it was that easy, eh? Werribee finished 16th last year, had a poor year really, but they played in the last 2 grand finals before that, winning one of those. So they do have recent success. They're a standalone club. They don't have any AFL affiliation. And the last few years, they've actually been one of the stronger standalone clubs in the VFL. So let's have a talk about some of the players and some of the matchups, because there's a couple of matchups in this game that could be very, very important. These guys aren't household names, but they've been in Werribee's best players every game this year. I'm talking Charlie Lazaro, number 1, 24-year-old, ex-North Melbourne player, played about 40 AFL games with the Kangas. He is their leading ball winner, averaging 26 disposals per game. Honestly, if we let this guy run loose, he could really hurt us. Who do you think we should match up on him with? Jai Menzie? Robbie Fox, if he plays? Or someone else? Jack Riding, number 33. He's a 25-year-old small midfielder, averaging 24 possessions per game. Jake Smith, number 35, a young 20-year-old, averaging 23 possessions per game. So that's 3 players, all averaging between 23 to 26 possessions per game. And that's a lot. And just to put that into perspective, the Devils' leading possession player is Caleb Mitchell, averaging 21. So it's a fair gap over 5 or 6 games. And they also have Big Will Elliott, number 6, standing at 2 metres tall, a key forward. He's their leading goal kicker with 10 so far this season. This could be a key matchup because the Devils will be undersized against him. We don't have a 2 metre tall defender. So it'll be interesting to see who goes to him. Who do you think the Devils play on him? Chaplin, Williams or Wilkinson? Let me know who you think will get him. I've also been through some of the stats just to get a feel for Werribee's strengths and weaknesses. And it's all very, very close. In fact, it's almost identical, except that Werribee do lead in the hit-outs and clearances, and the Devils lead in inside 50s. But everything else is very, very close. So it all indicates a fairly tight game. And I know we have only lost once and Werribee have lost 3. But Werribee are much better than Frankston. And they have some very good players. So it looks to be our toughest away opponent yet. Their home ground is at Chirnside Park, and it's sort of an unusually shaped ground with straight side boundaries, long and narrow, a bit like Geelong's Cardinia Park. So the Devils need to be adaptable to that. Okay, so what do the Devils have to do to get a win this week? I'd like to know what you think. Because for me, I see a few key things. Number 1, we need to stay switched on for the whole game. No switching off like last week or against Carlton. The Devils did it so well in their away game against Frankston a few weeks ago. So we need some more of that. Is that a fair call? Number 2, we need to focus on what we do well, creating turnovers and running from halfback, and our scoring power. We average 5 to 6 goals per game more than Werribee, so we have a really good attacking ability compared to them. Number 3, tackling. Werribee and the Devils are ranked number 1 and number 2 for tackling in the VFL this year, out of 22 clubs. That's impressive. So, if we don't bring the tackling pressure, and they do, look out. It's going to be very tough. And for me, that's a non-negotiable. For you, which of those is most important? Number 1, 2, or 3? Or is there something else I haven't mentioned? Let me know in the comments. Werribee lost to Sandringham and also to Port Melbourne earlier this year, both of whom the Devils beat. So the form line suggests the Devils should win. But I have a feeling this is going to be very tight. If I pull out the old confidence meter out of 10 this week, I'm a 6. Where do you sit? A 7 or an 8? Or a 4 or 5? Or something completely different? Okay. The final teams are due to be released on Friday afternoon, and I'll be posting those lineups on the Devils Chat Facebook page as soon as they are public. So keep a lookout for that. Unfortunately, there were some injuries last week. Zach Adams is out for 4 to 6 weeks with a knee injury, and Robbie Fox has groin or pelvic soreness and unlikely to play, I think. So that would mean minimum of 2 changes to the team this week. Who would you bring in for those 2? Bailey Bogue? Nathaniel Sulzberger? Darcy Gardner? Or someone else? Would you give a debut to the big young ruckman, Cam Owen? He might be getting close, I think. Let me know what you think. All right. It's prediction time again. And I was only 2 points off last week. I said 24 points. Close. In my mind, the Devils still go into this game as favourites, but slight favourites. We haven't beaten anybody above 10th on the ladder yet, and Werribee are 11th. So it feels like a tight one to me. But I can't really tip against the Devils unless it's a no-brainer. So I'm tipping the Devils again, but in a close game this time. And I think by 6 points. What's your prediction? Do we win? Who's your best on ground? Drop your prediction in the comments below, and I'll read the best predictions in the next video. Okay. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss a review after the game or any of our future content, because we are here for the long journey through the VFL and into the AFL. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one. In the meantime, go Devils.